What is up, guys? Misha here from Beyond the Huddle, and welcome to another video. In today's video, guys, we're going to be going over the altcoin forecast. Yesterday, Ralphie did the Bitcoin forecast for you guys, and before we even get started today, we'll kind of review what happened with Bitcoin ever since that video, and then I'll be going over the specific altcoin that we've actually been buying and kind of why we've been buying and what we kind of expect prices to do over the next coming days or weeks. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, guys. So right now we are looking at Bitcoin, and I know yesterday Ralphie went over the commitment of traders report, and as you guys can see, the shorts have been increasing, and then the longs have been decreasing a little bit, and that's kind of why we were expecting some type of a move down in the market, and we've seen that move down. And one of the targets that I had ever since we went below our short-term, our long-term level right here was this discount right here, but as you guys can see, price never actually reached for that specific area down here, and now we are seeing price go back above that shorter term level, which yesterday Ralphie was showing you guys how price was rejecting off of it, and now we've actually gone back above it. So as this was happening down here yesterday, after Ralphie made the video, we started to see some type of reversal signals on altcoins, which is why we were like, okay, well, Bitcoin is not really clear at the moment. It's kind of like in between the, it was already below the short-term level. We saw the reversal signs right on the altcoins, and we're like, okay, well, we're not going to be buying Bitcoin. So we decided to go ahead and buy some altcoins. Now, what does this mean for Bitcoin here? The fact that we went back above this short-term level, that means we are short-term bullish as long as we can stay above this specific level. And then our next key level here is going to be the monthly open, because again, if this month's going to be bullish, it's going to have to go above the monthly open. And if it cannot go above the monthly open, then September is going to be a bearish month, which historically, as most of the time, that's what's been happening on Bitcoin, is that September usually is a bearish month. So that wouldn't surprise me if that ends up happening. But at the moment, we have to take things level by level, guys. As always, we don't try to predict things. We just go level by level. So right now, we are in between this short-term level and our monthly open. So we are short-term bullish, and we're targeting monthly open, and then we're targeting a longer term level that would allow us to be longer term bullish. Now, we also have to keep in mind that the COT is in a bullish net position, net long, right? So that means as long as this stays net long, we have to assume that at some point the market would go back higher. But at the moment, we're not seeing any signs of longer term bullishness on the price action, but we are seeing shorter term bullishness, as I said, since we went above this level right here. So again, like I was saying, when we saw the reversal signals yesterday, we decided to buy altcoins, and the altcoin that we decided to buy was CRV. Now, I'm going to show you guys CRV BTC, because again, if I'm not buying Bitcoin, I want to be in on something that's going to outperform Bitcoin, which is why we got in on CRV. Now, when you guys look at this chart right here, this is CRV BTC, and I'm going to zoom in for you guys. And this is a monthly time frame. As you guys can see, right down here, we have what? We have a monthly demand. So we're going to mark that out. Monthly demand. And you guys can see that price had been hitting that monthly demand multiple times. We hit it multiple times within the past year, right? So that was December of 2020. So January went above the down candle, made it a monthly demand, and then we kind of tested it multiple times. Going down into a weekly time frame, you guys can see with more clarity how many times we tested it. And now, what am I targeting? Well, we're targeting this weekly supply right here. So that means that we're looking at, from current prices on CRV, we're looking at about a 281% rally against Bitcoin. Okay, so that means I would outperform Bitcoin by about 281%. Now, going down into a daily time frame, you guys can see that the level that we have right here, could even refine it to this daily supply right there. So we'll mark that out. So that is a daily supply within our weekly supply. But in terms of entries, some of the reasons why we are entering, as you guys can see right here, we had a move down, right? We had the move down after the opening price. So after the monthly open, we had a move down. And now we went back above the monthly open. And then we came back down to retest this monthly open as support. After we tested the monthly open as support, we rallied up and went back above the quarterly open, and that is why we got into that trade. Now, this is why we got into the trade based on the BTC cross, then I'll also show you guys what I'm looking at in terms of the USDT cross. Now, another thing that we were looking at the time is, look at this. This move right here from this monthly open up to the quarterly open, quarterly open was used as resistance. What did we get here? We have a phase 3 buy, which is a discount right here. Price went up, created a high, came back down into the discount, and then boom, price rallied up. And now we are already seeing price hitting some of our extensions, most notably the negative 61.8 extension. And that's what we're looking at on the BTC cross, guys. Again, we are definitely targeting the weekly supply right here, and then obviously potentially even this daily supply. But the biggest target here is the weekly supply, which is about 281% away from current prices. Now, what does that look like on CRV USDT? Well, let's go ahead and take a look. CRV USDT from a monthly perspective, you guys can see that we almost hit this monthly demand right here. Right here, it barely missed it, and then price kind of consolidated, and now we're starting to see prices start to go higher. Let's drop it down into a weekly, and as you guys can see, when this coin opened, when it first got listed, we had a big spike to the upside. So I'm not even going to count this. I'm going to count the all-time high as this level right here. And boom, make it in blue, and we're going to call this one all-time high. Put the text, all-time high. Okay, now let's go down into a daily time frame. But before we go into the daily time frame, you guys will notice that we do have a weekly demand right here. Boom. Weekly demand. So that got hit right here. But more importantly, when you look at the bigger picture here, you can see that swing low, swing high, price came back down. That's a very deep discount, and if I actually measure it, you guys will notice that it is pretty deep. Price did wick below the 78.6, but that's fine because all price was doing was come down into this daily demand right here. Also, after rejecting off of that daily demand, what did we see? Price came back down one more time and it tested what? The quarterly open. So quarterly open was the support. We saw a rally, and then from this rally, if I go down into my 4-hour time frame, you guys will notice that we had a big drop right here. I'm not going to use this wick. I'm going to use this swing low right here. So after this rally, the first thing that we're thinking is, okay, sorry, after the drop, the first thing we're thinking is, okay, if price is going to rebound back up, it's going to come back into this premium, okay? And if it's going to come back into this premium and we want to be buyers, we want to make sure that this premium gets broken. So we're going to mark it out. This is the premium right here. And price came up, hit the premium, came down, hit the premium again. Now notice what happened here. Price hit the premium, and it came back down. I'm not 100% sure that was a discount at first when it first came down. So yeah, it barely missed the discount. But then notice what happened. After that, price came back up again, failed to make a new high. So what am I looking at? I'm looking at the same range from this swing low to this swing high. The range stays the same. So when you look at it again, guess what happens? In the second try, price comes down and hits a 61.8 perfectly, and now we're starting to see a rally in price, and that's one of the reasons why we bought. Now, we didn't buy the absolute low down here. We bought somewhere in here yesterday, but that was some of the things that we were looking at as the price was moving yesterday. So what are we targeting, guys? We're above the monthly. We're above the weekly open as well. What are we targeting? Well, we have this level right here. Right there, which is a daily supply. So that's going to be our first target before the ultimate target that I showed you guys on the BTC cross, where we're literally targeting about 281% away from current price. Now, on this specific chart, once we were, if we're able to go above this daily supply right here, then we would probably be targeting this all-time high right here, which is this level right here. If we go to the weekly, you guys will see it. Right there, I'm not taking into account this big move right here. That was just some craziness that happened once the coin got listed. So basically $3.03 and then $5.94. And if we're actually, because if we measure this, right, that's about a 121% rally. And to the daily supply that I just mentioned, we're looking at another 12% rally from current prices. So that's pretty much what we've been looking at, guys. I know in the last video I was talking about ETC, and I was telling you guys how we were trying to build a position on ETC, and that was based off of the ETC ETH chart. Now it's not looking as good as it did last week, but right now we are coming back into this weekly demand right here on ETC ETH. So it's going to be interesting to see if price is going to reject off of this level, because we had a nice rejection off of the level. If I go into a lower time frame, you guys can see, boom, big rejection, came back, retested again, bounced. But what are we unable to do? We are unable to break these premiums. So if I go and measure from swing high, swing low, as you guys can see, 78.6 perfectly, and now we are headed back down. So again, not as excited about ETC at the moment. This is something I'm always going to be looking at, this price chart right here. But at the moment, we are more focused on CRV. And as you guys can see, this is looking pretty good right now on CRV. Today alone, CRV is already up about 14.7%. It was up a little bit more earlier today. It started to retrace a little bit. But yeah, guys, that's what I got for you guys today. CRV, that's the one we've been putting our money on this week, and we'll see what happens with that trade. Hopefully, we can get a nice rally out of this coin. So with that being said, guys, hopefully you guys got some value from this. If you did, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and make sure to click the notification bell so you can get notified every time we drop a new video. We drop at least 2 new videos every single week, and you guys do not want to miss them. So with that being said, guys, I will talk to all of y'all in the next video. Peace.